And Seth taking out these top rocks, knowing that Jimmy will have to start expanding up here. Oh, look at this huge army by Jimmy, getting ready to push out, getting ready for a massive battle here. 197, so he will be supply block now. He will be max army size, and coming up, taking this tower. These stores starting to go to town. Will they attack? No, they don't get to that Ultralisk in time. But of course, sending out those Vikings, starting to take out again another Overlord, and just starting to scout out like he's been doing, using these Vikings to his advantage to start taking out as many supply as possible. And coming down here into the corner, seeing this place undefended, dropping his Vikings, starting to take out the supply for Seth. And we see Seth in the lead here for mineral income. And down here at the tower, we do see Seth coming up to try and take out some of this army, but easily getting hit. And in comes Seth, and up come the Vikings. Too little too late here for Seth with these Ultras. This is a very good map for Terran to take advantage of the high and low grounds here, especially with these Vikings being able to land and take off right away. And Ultras coming in. All these Vikings having to lift off again, but definitely putting the hurt here on Seth. Look at that, 200 mineral income now compared to the 600 by... Oh man, the Vikings landing and Jimmy scanning up here, starting to hit these Ultras from below ground here. He probably could have just lifted one of these Vikings off instead of using the scans, but again, good use of mechanics here for Terran. And just now blocking Seth from expanding. That's all that Jimmy's really doing right now is stopping him from expanding. And now Seth bringing these Ultras to the door, starting to take out these destructible rocks, and Jimmy just again using the scan and now lifting up off the ground, because none of these, except for these couple Hydras actually, now he's got some Hydras in the mix here, starting to take out these Vikings. We do see Jimmy did come up here, didn't land yet. Of course he can't because he's got one. Oh, there we go. The Zergling now down. And now going to be able to land that command center to start getting minerals down here, or up here rather. So we do see 54 harvesters here for Jimmy and 21 for Seth. And Seth's starting to pull up over the north side here, coming around, going after these refineries first and bring in the Ultras. Oh, look at look at that AoE damage here. Jimmy coming in with a couple Marauders. Doesn't look very good for those Marauders as they get eaten alive by Seth's Ultralisks. And the Hydralisk taking out the command center with ease, just following it around. And Jimmy's starting to pull off all of his units from the advance that he was going to be doing. And again, pulling these these Vikings back to look for more units to kill. So Jimmy does come up here to the north. Seth does retreat around the north to the west side. And Vikings again coming up here to be a nuisance, but it doesn't look that they'll be doing very well because there are some queens here to help defend. And of course Seth pulling back his units just in case to this area. Taking out, metabolic healing with transfusion here. Very good call here by Seth, taking out those couple Vikings that were here. And now it looks like Jim is starting to get ready to push out for the epic battle of the game. Scanning to make sure there's nothing in his way. Coming up into this expansion, it looks like. No, taking out this gold expansion that isn't really doing anything right now. But all these Ultralisks, oh my gosh! Look at all these Ultralisks coming in. Marauders coming in from the back here to take out some of these Ultras. All those Ultras going down from all these mass Marauders that were stim-packed. Hydra's coming in to help support as well, but it doesn't look like they'll be able to fend off all of these Marauders. All these Ultras just going down with ease. It looks like they're just carving through them with, like, butter. And that's all that's left from Jimmy. Just coming up now, going to start taking out this expansion. Oh, this is just amazing. And of course, nothing left here for Seth except for some some Zergling units, but he has no money to even bank on here, and hiding these hiding these drones, just burrowing them now, burrowing his drones so they don't get killed, and bringing in a couple ultras that were still alive, and then bringing up the drones now to try and take out what's left, and coming back into production now. And then we look on the other side here, we have Jimmy going around still with Marauders and some Vikings taking out what is still up here in the air. And Jimmy easily still getting money here to take out units. These last survivors of the battle here, the Ultras coming in, trying to take out as many mutas, loading them up into the medvac, taking out those poor little SCVs, and all they're doing is gathering some precious minerals to help kill them. More Vikings coming in. We see more Marauders, of course, being produced by Jimmy. But again, it just doesn't look like Sheth's going to be winning this battle. More Vikings just coming in down from the north. And just coming in here. Ultralisk still alive here. And these Hydras easily taking care of them. And of course, this is the only production place for Sheth right now. And Sheth's starting, probably could put that command center down and start collecting minerals a little bit faster here. Oh, but there is one little Zergling here. No wonder. Landing it now, and these guys now turning around to get in there. And here we go. We got some Zergling action up here in the north, but it looks like they'll easily get taken out by these Marauders. More Zerglings coming in from the south. Again, the Marauders just keeping them back. And Hydralisk now coming ever so slowly. And it's just like I said in the beginning here, if Sheth would have put some creep highway in here, it probably would have been a lot more beneficial for him to have some speed here. Sending in the Ultras. This looks like kind of like a last hurrah here for Sheth. Not having a lot of minerals. Of course, being hit over and over again by Jimmy. These Vikings in the high ground, taking out those little Zerglings that came up as a suicide mission. And coming around the back here, all these Marauders just pulling back, stimming up, and these medvacs just easily healing through here and taking out those Ultras. And here we go with the Marauders taking out the last Hydralisk and the Zerglings. And it looks like a GG from Sheth, a GG from Jimmy. And here we go, Sheth just kind of saying here at the end, well, you won because of the map and how imbalanced it is for you. So that's the game here. Huge macro between both sides. Jimmy just, of course, outdoing Sheth here. Sheth just expanding massively, and of course, like I said, no creep highway in between to speed up the units between the bases. And Jimmy just holding it tough on the high ground here with those Thors. I mean, those Thors did amazing work to all those Zerg units that came in. So thank you for watching, and please leave any kind of feedback down in my comments section there. And please make sure to subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. Thanks. Bye.